The Real Investment Show.
Okay, so I bought 2 DVD collections. One, the show Vegas with Robert Urich, which is from the 80s, one of the best detective shows out there. And 2, Beretta.
Yes.
Because Robert Blake just passed away not too long ago. Beretta was a great show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's when I got to turn and talk to Brent, because Danny's like, Beretta, what the hell?
Talking about the gun?
Yeah. What a great show, man. That guy, he would chase you down and beat the hell out of you. I love it. New legislation to raise the retirement earnings threshold from $21,240 to $30,000 with future increases tied to inflation. So, in other words, you got to be careful when you get advice to go ahead and take Social Security at age 62, especially if you're working a full-time job, because your benefits are going to be reduced. So there's earnings thresholds. They're very small. So I work with clients sometimes that want to work a part-time job. They're not doing well. They're single. They don't have anybody else to worry about. So we decide that they should take Social Security at 62, but they do want to work. So we go ahead and we look at the thresholds to make sure that their benefits don't get reduced. Okay, so this makes sense, Danny, to me, that why are those thresholds so low? Because the inclination for me is, if you are taking Social Security early and still trying to work a job, it's not because you wanted to take it early. It's because you had to.
Correct.
And you have to now find other ways to go ahead and make money, and they're limiting that. So you're going to reduce, so it would boost this annual earnings limitation to 30. So it's very outdated, the old rules, and it punishes those, especially seniors who want to return to the workforce. So I actually think this makes a lot of sense. I actually think 30,000 is a little bit it's still
low.
Too low, but I think it's headed in the right direction. What do you think?
Well, they've been doing cost of living adjustments. However, they're not at the same speed as Social Security or anything else for that matter. I mean, it went from 19,000, I think 640 to 20,000, 240. It's been relatively small increments here. And so ideally what it's been designed to do is to discourage people from taking Social Security earlier. And so taking it prior to full retirement age, number one, you're locking in a discount. Mm-hmm. Number two, if you have that earned income coming in, and it may not be you working. This can be withdrawals from IRAs. It could be deferred compensation. It could be restricted stock units. It could be a number of things. And a lot of times I see people who necessarily don't need it, but they take it early, and then they get caught up in this. So what this threshold does is, so for every $2 over that $20,240, you're going to have $1 in benefit withheld. Mm-hmm. Now, you're going to get it back. They're going to adjust it once you reach full retirement age, what your payment would be, but it would still be from that reduced and discounted amount.
Right. It's still starving me of cash at a time when I probably need it.
Correct. And you're not getting those funds because benefits will have been withheld. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing a lot of people who took it early, and then they're saying, well, you know what? I'm going to do a side job.
Yes.
I'm going to do something just to remain, either cash flow, you need it, which there's a lot of that. We know the numbers around Social Security. They're not good as far as how many people rely on it for a very, very large percentage of their retirement income. But so you see people going back to work, trying to make ends meet. Sometimes you just see people do it because it's an emotional, hey, I'm getting all I can out of it. And we can run those numbers and look and say, where is your sweet spot? What is the best time for you to take it? And many times, unless it's just a necessity, it is deferring. Yes, but yeah, this is a step in the right direction.
I think so. And if you don't follow the Senior Citizens League, you should look them up, sign up for their newsletter. Only because they do, if you're getting close to retirement age and taking Social Security, Medicare, they do keep track of legislation. They keep track of trends that older Americans are going through. And Mary Johnson, who doesn't like anything, she's like Mikey. She's she's policy analyst at the Senior Citizens League, said that she would maybe appear to support this bill because it does make sense to allow older Americans to continue to work and not have their benefits withheld. So I think that that's a good thing. Again, we always suggest that you wait till at least full retirement age, preferably to age 70 to take benefits. But again, everybody's situation is different. And some people need the cash. So why penalize them? Why cash starve them? And by the way, I wrote a piece a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago, called The Great Unretirement, how companies would be looking for older Americans for them to come back. And there are so many reports out now that's showing, and if you look inside the labor force participation rate, those 65 and older are finding work because they work. They come in on time. So there are cracks in ageism, which I'm very happy to see, because to Brent's point earlier, 55 is really, if you're in good shape, like 45, right? People at 65, 70 are working jobs and they're doing great. So why not see if they want to come back and work? Because they will actually be responsible. Not to bash every other generation, but listen, the odds aren't good. So this benefit allows seniors to get out there and do more. So it's one of the most, I mean, there are a lot of bills that come out that I go, this is a waste of time. This is really going to, I think, help. Again, you got to keep in mind, if you're taking benefits at 62, your benefits are permanently reduced. But again, everybody's different. To take it at 62 because you think it's going away, by the way, is a dumb decision. There's no other word for it. Okay, you're getting emotionally wrapped up in some narrative. And if you're working, and I can't tell you how many times when Danny and I do workshops that we talk to people and they say, hey, my broker said I should be taking Social Security at 62 because it's going to go away. I'm like, you heard that from your financial advisor? Yeah. And you work a job, then you make $60,000 a year? Yeah. Oh, well, this person knows nothing about Social Security. So when you come to make your Social Security decision, run numbers. Pull your statements, talk to your advisor, look at a maximization strategy, look at look at how impactful it is depending on life expectancy. Run the scenario at 62. Run it at full retirement age. Run it at 70. See what it looks like for you. Not only you, but a spouse. And if your spouse is female, she's probably going to outlive you. And if she didn't pay in as much as you did, then she's going to be hurt by your decision. So this is not just a you decision. This is an us decision. I remember when, during The Simpsons, when Homer goes to Marge, listen, it's not you to you, it's you to us. Oh, man, Simpsons are great. So she says, I'll make decisions, Homer, about my own body. Well, Marge, it's not you to you, it's you to us. I used that on the day on somebody who said, it's my body, my choice, and that didn't go over very well at all.
But your impression of Marge is spot on.
Thank you. It's almost like Janet.
Oh, no.
No, we're not bringing Marge back unless she goes to be a broker.
I think I'd rather Marge than Janet, I'll be honest.
We're going to have a pillow fight. I'm not fighting you. Yes, you are. No, you're not. I'm doing nothing.
How you like that?
Well,
He did.
Danny's looking at the clock.
Danny's done for the day.
Almost made it through the whole show.
Almost. Sign up for Lance's daily newsletter. There's a lot of great stuff. Michael Leibowitz out there writing. We got a lot of good material for you at realinvestmentadvice.com. And most important, we're so glad you spent the time with us today. We're back on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.